Bow, bow. You guys should be able to see this time. I'm really annoyed because the last 2 streams I did, right? I did some like goofy shit to for the start because I know some people watch these back, right? So I did some like goofy thing at the start just because I thought it'd be funny if you're watching it back. This idiot used copyrighted music, so it didn't really matter anyway. There we go, we tweet out the stream. Ryan, how you doing, man? What's up, buddy? I'll be back in a sec. I'm just gonna go quickly grab a drink, alright? Let me disable that as well real quick. Alright, spin the chair. Back in 1 sec. Yes, sir. Hello. Can you imagine? Can you imagine I did a whole rock intro right then? What's up, boys? How are we? Hello, I'm back. Hey, what's up? Relaxing music for students and lovers. What's up, man? How you doing, buddy? What's up? All right, boys. Let's get this show on the road. Sevilla, how you doing, buddy? What's up? All right. So, to wipe the top of this can. Phil Jones. Man, I wish that was the Phil Jones. The Philip Jones. The GOAT. Sadly, it's not. Decky, how you doing? What's up, buddy? So, are you building? What are you building, Decky? I'm gonna do some spying on your gallery right now. How about that? How about we start the stream by let's do some spying. Let me see what Decky's cooking. Who you been? Oh, hello. I'm strengthening my under 23s. Is that what you're focusing on next season? Let's see what Decky's cooking. Do you know I won this guy ages ago, and he was actually decent at Ghent. Really unfortunate. Any updates to the Super Emma Slara? Yeah, we actually bought him. I also brought another card to the gallery. I'll show you guys in a second. I kind of panicked a little bit, overpaid a little bit, but yeah, I had this guy back who's at Ghent, and he scored a couple of these scores. I was like, oh my god, we got a beast, and then he transferred. Champ EU forward limited recommendations, £150 for two Champ EU forwards. How much is limited Doku? All right, there's your first one. Limited Doku for Champion Europe. He's also a bit of a differential because people don't typically use under 23s in Champion Europe. And I think he'll be a monster if he stays fit. Your second one is going to be Mo Salah. Perfect. £145 right there for both of them. There you go. That's who I would buy. I'm not telling you to buy those. That's who I would buy. I would never tell you exactly who to buy, but that's who I would buy if I was in your position. Callum, how you doing, mate? What's up, buddy? Finally entering rare chat. Captain 40 to be specific. Any ideas who to grab? People that score well. What a recommendation that is from Pitts Paper. Mank Shirts, how you doing, mate? What's up, buddy? Yeah, we picked up... Alright, so update on my gallery real quick. Obviously, yesterday, if you guys were in the stream, we picked up Super Rare Muslera finally. Which is really good. I'm happy about that. So the Galatasaray stack is almost fully complete. And then I also picked up a Super Rare Fred. Now, it was part and parcel based on a couple of different things. Now, there was a story that Fred, there's a bid from Galatasaray for Fred. I'm not gonna lie to you, like Fred is not going to Galatasaray. Like one thing I do find funny is that guy that was getting all the hate yesterday, like for saying that some goalkeeper was gonna start, went and bought 2 rare Freds and now he can't sell them. That's what I found funny. But yeah, so Fred's not going to Galatasaray, right? He's not going, like, this is like strictly he's not going to Galatasaray. It's never going to happen, all right? But Fred, I think if he goes to either like basically anywhere that's not the Premier League, I think he will be a fucking monster SO5 scorer. He's genuinely built for SO5. The way that he plays, it's absolutely perfect. Like, he is a tackling, intercepting, duel winning machine that has got output as well. It's just that we'd never seen it at United because he never played the same role he did at Shakhtar. So I took a bit of a punt on Fred and I picked him up from Pavel. I overpaid a little bit, but it's because like I overpaid on the basis that his price is this, which it just isn't. Like for me, I think Fred, like, this Super Rare is a card that I'm very excited to have, considering there's only 3 on the market. Hello, Shaddy. Now, what's interesting is that somebody listed up an Angelino Super Rare. Overnight, which is interesting because I didn't think someone would. So I have got to put an offer in and see what he's going to counter with. Yeah, Fred was an attacking mid at Shakhtar, and I think if Fred basically plays the same role that he played at Shakhtar anywhere else, which is very likely, or even just not at CDM, I feel like Fred will be an SO5 monster. And plus, I mean, if anyone follows my main account, they know how much I love Fred. So it was one of those where I just thought, you know what? I finally realized, like, shit, Fred's leaving United. This is a fucking great opportunity. Do I think Star membership is worth it to the pro on Sorare data? I don't know what the extra features are. Chaddy, is the Star membership worth it? Used to live on FIFA back then? Yeah, they were really good. They had some absolute monsters back then. But Fred was a really... I wish that we had Fred score some Shakhtar, because he was a really good scorer. But sadly, we only have the United scores, which aren't ideal, you know. Oh, my gallery's worth £600. Let's go. It's because my name changed. There we go. Hopefully I don't have to keep doing that. Star is worth it. You can see what decisives, and the sales tab is much better. There you go. Yeah, sadly we don't have Fred's Shakhtar scores, but for me, I think Fred could be a really good SO5 scorer. When's next gallery reviews? Probably this weekend at some point. Yeah, probably some point this weekend. In fact, we can do. I'll do the tweet in a bit. Getting it. Yeah. So. I was looking though at what Decky said. So Barcola, is this guy leaving? Because this guy's a monster, but he's the only reason why I haven't looked at Lacazette. What did Ryan say? Iverson, Face, Chowdhury, Vardy, and Daka. Is that a good Leicester stack? Is Ndidi leaving? Because this guy in the Championship would be insane, in my opinion. I feel like Ndidi in the Championship would be a monster. You need Cody. Connor Cody be good in the Championship, I do agree. I didn't even know that this happened until I saw it on Sorare. I'm doing good, Hazy. How you doing, mate? Faiz has mad scores. I mean, you're not wrong. The only issue with Faiz is that he also has mainly these scores are mainly contingent on decisives, right? I mean, there's a decent AA score, to be fair. You think Faiz leaves? Really? Who did he used to play for before Leicester? Rems. How did he do for Rems? Pretty good. He's not a bad card, to be fair, yeah. Hey, no worries, good. It's all good, man. Leicester are signing a GK. Who are they going to go for? They should go and get fucking Schmeichel back. I don't see why they don't get Schmeichel back. What do you think of what do you think a Cherky holder should do in the face of a Chelsea transfer? Asking for a friend. It's really hard to grasp at the moment. I haven't seen worrying reports yet. I mean, I haven't done my round yet of checking everything. This right here, Chelsea are interested in a move for Ray and Cherky. Wouldn't scare me yet. It's just interest, right? And bear in mind, Chelsea are trying to get multiple players in. You know what I mean? At the moment. So, in fact, whilst we're here, should we do the rounds of all my players and see any news? Do not move to Marseille, whatever you do, please. Okay, nothing on Richemont. Anything on Viso and Croy. Nothing at the moment. I don't see anything on Vito Van Croy. I want to see if Mark Fleck can get given the #1 spot realistically. Anything on Gabriel Strefeza? I'd love for him to get a really good move. That's why I'm holding on to him. I think he's a really good player. I'd love for him to get a good move, even if he goes to Turkey. What's the Dusan Tadic news then? Is he going to Turkey? I like that sofa. That sofa looks really nice, actually. This is why I want to buy my own house, so I can like model a living room myself as well. He's going to Besiktas. Is that true? Where are we? Where's Dusan? I know he's on my list somewhere. What about Karim Demirbay as well? Came for Sorare, but I'm staying for the dog pick. Can you review my gallery? Should we have a look at John Nellis's gallery, chat? John Nellis's gallery, when I first got into Sorare, was worth nearly 200 grand. Right? The fact that it's worth like 75k now, like, doesn't make me feel as bad about losing about 100 grand into Sorare. I actually want Tadic leaving by the front door and not like blended out the back. Cliver, keep or sell. I don't know. The thing is, you guys asked me for a lot of advice on these players. I wouldn't consider myself a good Sorare player. When I look at galleries, I look at like what makes sense, like stacking wise and stuff, and not like individual players. So what's John been doing lately? Let's have a look. What are all these rewards? These look very interesting, John. Have you been fornicating with Sorare? Clive was struggling to hit 5 goals and assists. Really? You've been up to nothing recently? Interesting. Well, this looks like a move. This looks like a move, John. I can't look at this guy and not hear buy in there when you won him. I remember you winning this guy. Buy in there. I mean, that's not a bad deal, to be fair. I don't think that's a horrendous deal for John. Is Bayern Deer going to play somewhere? MLB? Interesting. I will be investigating these. I'll be investigating these and seeing if they are... interesting. 10th. John Nellis does not get top 10 finishes. That needs investigating. Having Trent made me move. Yeah, but like, I don't think that's a bad trade. And the reason why I don't think that's a bad trade, right? Because All Black sucks. I don't know about Bayindir. And Gvardiol, if he goes to Man City, probably does well. But like, I think he has a settling in period first. I don't think he starts straight away. Bayindir, if he plays somewhere, that's cool. Is he going to be Fenerbahce's starting keeper? Because they're looking to sign any keeper under the sun right now. So unless he's linked with a move somewhere where he's going to start, he's worthless at the moment. And then you have Jan Oblak, who sucks, dude. He doesn't suck. He's actually pretty good. But, I mean, I wouldn't say he's the guy he used to be. Is John Stones underpriced? Is he a good Sorare scorer, John Stones? So I've never looked at John Stones' SO5 scores. Ooh. What about just for Man City alone? His injury record really scares me. I mean, he's pretty good. I wouldn't say that's underpriced though. His injury record is definitely the biggest issue. You know, having missing 7 games and being benched for 4 of them, like 17 starts, 1 sub appearance, and 11 non-appearances. That's probably why he's so cheap, realistically. I would say with John Stones, if he's like going to start every single game, fair enough. But like, he is going to have those random games. I mean, this is why I don't really buy City players. Because City in general are just like rotation potential team all the time. No one, bar Rodri, I would say. Rodri and Haaland are like the 2 locked players in City. And even Haaland randomly gets benched sometimes. Rodri and Edison are probably like the 2 most locked players, I would say, at City. I find it utterly disgusting, by the way, that Erling Haaland in 120 starts has scored 130 goals and 27 assists. Like, that is utterly disgusting. Is that not grim to look at? He's played 120 games and had 157 goal contributions. That's actually fucked. In his last 157 games, he's missed 37 of them and still had 157 goal contributions. That's so fucked. Man City have got a really good start to the team, to the league as well. He does not get bored. No, he doesn't get bored. Sorry, yeah. So back what we were doing. I was a bit surprised when I saw someone randomly listing up a Angelino for an ETH. And I'm not gonna lie, an ETH is not the worst price in the world for him. But like, if someone was like desperate for him, I'm not. I will happily wait this out and see what it goes for. I think. Oh, by the way, do you want to see something funny, chat? It's really good that we got that deal yesterday for Muslera. Because look at this. Fucking Dan Bab just went and paid the 0.864 that Gallery for Sale was asking. He just went and bought it. So like, it's good that we managed to get like a 0.08 discount there. But yeah, so only a real short one today because old man Laird wants me to record something with him, so I'm kind of waiting to record that. And I've also ordered some Thai food, which I'll happily eat on stream because, you know, that'd be a treat for you guys. I'll happily eat some Thai food on stream with you guys. But yeah, so I've made an offer for Angelino. Obviously works really well with my Galatasaray stack. If you buy Angelino for an ETH, you're insane. Bowie is better, and we all know his scores at Galatasaray is 123. Yeah, but here's the issue, Chinese. That everybody I've spoke to tells me Bowie's leaving. I'd buy this card right now. If I could go, if I could, I'd go and buy this card right now. I'm obviously not paying an ETH for Angelino. I put in an offer of 0.6, which I think is quite fair. What I was going to say, sorry, before was this Danbab guy just seems to be like paying crazy money for challenger cards at the moment. I don't know if he's like new or if he's just like finally deciding to invest a lot of money or something, but he's paying like stupid money for Challenger Europe super rares at the moment. Like, so yeah. Who the fuck's Pedro Galice? Fuck knows. He's paying stupid money for those Challenger Europe. I think this is more of a fair price to pay. Whenever I see PSU fans paying something, I feel like, okay, that's probably pretty accurate. I would go as high as like 0.7, I think. But apparently Bowie's leaving. That's what scares me. Congrats, Tom. That's sick. But the Bowie would be my first choice if he's not leaving. It'd be Bowie and then Bardachki, but people want stupid money for Bardachki. Channy, I messaged someone yesterday. I did a stupid, right? I offered somebody 0.4 in Gregor Kobel for super rare Gregor Kobel for super rare Bardachki yesterday. Thankfully, the guy got greedy and asked me for 0.8 in Gregor Kobel. Or Kobel, sorry, Gregor Kobel. So it's like, thankfully, the guy got greedy and asked me for that. So I said, actually, on second thought, mate, what a fucking terrible offer I've just sent you for me. I'm good. So, but he's the only one that's got one listed up. I don't think this guy seems to think that he's had 1 ETH offers for Bardachki. I'm like, there's no fucking chance you had 1 ETH offers for Bardachki. There's not even close. Like, I'm sorry, but this guy is a complete liar if he's trying to say he's had 1 ETH. Like, so this is the thing. We had a Discord conversation with him yesterday, right? And he told me on Discord, he said, I've had offers of around 1 ETH. I've had multiple offers for around. Actually, I'll read it out to you. If we can find a deal, he said he needs to get ETH quick. He goes, I've had multiple offers of around 1 ETH for Bardachki that I've rejected recently. 0.7 ETH plus Kobel would be okay. I'd be doing you a favor as I need ETH ASAP. I don't think Bardachki is worth 1.4 ETH. He goes, okay, I would accept 1.2 only ETH. So I put, okay, good luck, mate. He goes, what are you willing to offer? I need the ETH for an auction this evening. If we find a quick agreement, it would help me. So I said, best I'll give you is 0.7 all ETH. I'm not adding a player onto that, given his last ETH sale was 0.65. And if you think he's worth 1.2, I'd rather just wait for an auction or his next season mint. So he goes, I refuse several offers worth 1 ETH in the last few days. It's only a question of offer and demand. I understand what you say. I don't mind keeping him as he scores amazing. If you change your mind and you can slightly improve your last offer, text me and we'll find an agreement. Glad you didn't go for it. Kobel should smash. I know. Well, I don't want Kobel, so I've already sold Kobel anyway. I want, like, obviously being the DGen United fan that I am, I want to just go and get Onana and Leacher. What I might be doing, chat. So at the moment, I obviously have Trippier and Bruno Guimaraes, but what I'm tempted to do, and it would be a big, like, it'd be a big thing, but if I sell Super Rare Talo, what I would like to do is get rare Onana, rare Lissandro Martinez, and rare Bruno Fernandes, if I can get Bruno for not a stupid price. He just isn't an insane scorer. No, he's not at all. This is the thing. I didn't even bother. Usually, like, if I was talking to someone normally, I'd be like, actually, bro, he's not an insane scorer. Like, don't get me wrong. He did really well for Turkey in his last 2 games. But for Galatasaray, right, in the Super League, realistically, he ended the season well because they had a really good run of games. But if you look at, like, 6 30 to 40 scores, right, a 20 to 30 and a 10 to 20, it freaks me out that his lowest point. This is the thing, and Charlie's spot on. Like, realistically, like, the lowest loads of Bowie are higher than Bardachki. I would happily go and get Bowie. I've just been told by people that apparently he's leaving, and that's what freaks me out. Oh, hang on, is my green curry here? My Thai red curry here? No, it's not yet. Am I not worried about Saudi with Fred? A little bit. It's a complete gamble. I don't mind gambling with Fred, though, because, like, Fred's one of my favourite players. I can't lie. I love Fred. Fred is one of my favourite players. And I think Fred is a good enough player to go to basically anywhere. I think Fred... You think if Bowie goes, it'll be a banger? Well, I'm not seeing a huge amount of, like... What's this? We're back. I'm not seeing a huge amount of links elsewhere. In fairness, I don't see why Bowie would leave for anywhere other than the Premier League, realistically, at the moment. Galatasaray are probably gonna walk the league, I would say. And they've got Champions League football. I might just go for Bowie instead. I don't think he'd be that good anywhere else. Angelino is better buy than Bardachki, I think. Oh, absolutely. Bardachki is one of those where it was like, it made sense for Muslera plus Bardachki, but I'm not paying a stupid amount. I would pay 0.6 for Bardachki, and that is literally it. I wonder who replaces Nelson. I feel like they've got to go for someone Turkish. I just wouldn't buy Bowie. I've been told by everyone the exact same thing, but no one's given me an actual reason as to why. Apart from he might leave. Like, yeah, so could Karem Akatoglu, you know what I mean? Like, I'm scared about Curry, back in a sec. I'm back, guys. I'm back, so rares. Or should I say so raries? What did Sean say? My reason is he's not that good. And he might leave. You don't think Bowie's that good? I don't get it. Why is Bowie not good? As a defender? My reason is that he's not that good and he might leave. Not going to buy a guy who's not even top 2 option I can buy on the same team. Really? No brain, no pain. How you doing, man? Plus, if you buy Bowie, you'd rather have him in 23. What, a division I'm not even playing? I absolutely wouldn't rather have him there either, because the differential would be even better. 2 notifications. This guy sent me a counter offer. 0.9. Nah, I'm not paying that. Screw that. What is my blood cooking? Get out of my face. None of them are ideal for the prices right now. No, you're not wrong. Hendrik Van Bruce again. Here we go in Joel's Discord. He will just be a backup though, realistically. I imagine I'd rather pay 0.9 for Angelino. Yeah, but this is the thing, Sean. You do this a lot, right? Whenever you buy a card, you do this, like So Rare Manager do this copium thing, where whenever they buy a card, they think that that's the best buy because they've bought it. Like, Bowie, realistically, isn't that, like, unless he moves. Moving, but that's not, like, he's him. Angelino's definitely the best buy. I don't know. So I'm trying this chicken satay thing. Is it the best buy because PSU fans bought him? Sean's a strange guy. Now, Sean's one of my closest So Rare friends. I love Sean. He's literally like my dad. Like, he's a legend. But he does actually, like, Sean thinks that his buys are the only buys anyone ever should make. And like sometimes I'm like, leave me alone, man. I want to buy my own buys because his are always the most expensive ones as well. He's the best buy of the three. I don't want to pay stupid for this card though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think this card's a 0.9 card. You love watching a Sorare RTG? Interesting. Might be like a 2 ETH card. True. True. Well, there is one thing that I do like about Angelino, Sean. And you know me. I am a degenerate gambler. And he is a complete gamble. Well, he's not a complete gamble. There's not a huge downside on him, but... yeah, you know what I mean. I think I'll go with Angelino. Just depends if this guy wants to play ball or not. It's on the menu. Sorry, I'm doing ASMR eating right now. No risk to move as he just got there. Probably set pieces, incredibly dominant team. You think he gets sets? That'd be nice. Right now, I'm having for a little starter. I'm having a little chicken satay thing, and then I've got a duck Thai red curry with jasmine rice. All in theory should score well. True. No, Sean bought Angelino, but in fairness, like, it's very rare Sean makes a purchase that isn't a good purchase, you know? And Gator Guy also bought it, which I imagine these two cahooted. Never let me in the coos, do you? Like, why can't you and Gator Guy add me to the Discord and be like, yeah, guys, we're doing a 3-way Discord and we're buying this guy, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'd buy it. I'd buy it just because they bought it. Get the safest one, which is Angelino. True. True. Nice shirt. Don't get curry on it. Good point. That would be fine. It's Thai red curry, so you know. I agree with Chani. I told him he should buy it. Why didn't you tell me I should buy it? I think I was on holiday when this happened, actually. When was it? July 9th. I think I just got back from holiday. What the hell, man? Bro, Scott is going to end up having a more expensive guy than when he sold it. Let's see what Harry's cooking. I'm surprised he used Mabika in that lineup. I would have used Mabika in this lineup, I think. Over Amaya. I think Amaya gets done over at Real Salt Lake. Best thing to do with a €10 budget, put it all on green. Try and get it to €140 budget, and then you're cooking. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I haven't really worked with those kind of budgets before. What I'd probably do is I would probably get yourself a good limited and focus on a semi-pro, or maybe get yourself 2 decent limited and focus on a semi-pro division. What's that? Yeah, I'd probably I feel like Semi-pro is the best place to focus with a €10 budget. I think you can easily make profit in a short period of time. If I were you, I would go and look at I'd look at MLS players. Where is Major League Soccer? I'd look at MLS players. Obviously got to wait till 391 now. I look at like solid limited options that are consistent scorers as well. I mean, to be fair, this guy's on really good form right now. Maybe he's not the best shout, but historically, he's on good form right now. I think Tommy is probably a really good shout though for about £10. I feel like he's a consistent scorer, and when he does score goals or get decisives, he'll be great for semi-pro. Other than that, I mean, cheaper options. You can go with someone like Matt Polster. He's super cheap, or Cesar Araujo, and yeah, and bank on them once in every 6 weeks getting a decisive. €10, I would buy an upcoming player and hope to sell him around Christmas for €30. I'm not gonna lie to you though, like, if I'm being brutally honest, why, like, waiting 3-4 how many months? 7. Waiting like 5 months for €20 profit seems like the biggest waste of my life I would ever have. I would not, like, if you wanna get €20 in 5 months, bro, I'd rather go and get a part-time job and get fucking way more than that. You know what I mean? It just seems like a waste of life. I also feel like you can easily make way more profit than that if you would just throw it into like semi-pro. You know what I mean? €20 in 5 months, like, piss in a cup and sell it for that, you know? I want to play, not just have one card and hope he'll get expensive. Yeah, exactly. No, I think semi-pro is the way forward. Obviously, right now, you probably start in that MLS semi-pro and move in there. But that's probably what I would run. Semi-pro MLS, and then try and make enough profit to move into the European ones as well. For Challenger Europe Rare, what are the best midfield options with a €400 budget? No idea. We can have a look at some. I'm not going to sit here and tell you which one to buy though. I never would do that. We can have a look at like ones that could be potentially good. €400 budget. Let's have a look. Whilst I dig into my Thai red curry. Excited about this, chat. Oh. Looking at Weaver. If I had a €400 budget, I'd maybe look to get 2 players. Like, if it were me. I mean, I've highlighted what, 6 players here, 5 players here. Hayes a really good AA scorer, and when he gets decisive, which is quite frequently, he has got really good upside. Bear in mind, I've done no research on these guys, so if they have potential moves lined up, they have potential moves lined up. But Hay takes all their corners, takes their free kicks, so he's on set pieces. He's probably the one I would go for as number 1. And then I highlighted a couple players because I think Sato is actually really good. His midfielder card scores a lot better than his forward card as well because he gets a lot of tackles and stuff. He works really hard. Papa Ndai, I like him, but he's one of those, like, I think he's a bit more luxury. And then Trezeguet, who ended last season really well. Injury is definitely a worry. I don't know when he's back or what, but like, he ended last season really well, and if he gets into some good form and gets a lot of starts, like, he could be a really good player too. And then you have Julian Desart, who's just a really consistent player. Yeah, Saito's really good. Is Hay moving abroad? Is that facts? That's annoying. I looked at his Super Rare for a little while. I think Hayes a great player. Your galleries are worst on Sorare. Let's have a look. Shall I vouch? Hey, you wouldn't Heber. It's Heber. That's basically me. That's basically me. Congrats, man. It's not the worst on Sorare. It's not great, but it's not the worst. No one's accepting your offers for Neto. Let's see what PSG fans is cooking. Bro bought Super Rare Bruno. I'm so jealous of this card, man. I might like lure Sean into like inviting me to his house so I can go on his computer and trade Bruno to myself. Should I do that, chat? Shall I go to Sean's house and then when he's asleep, just go on his computer and trade Bruno to myself? There's nobody can do then. I'll just leave. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Report it? Good luck. I already invited you in the USA. You were too cool. No, you did not. You didn't invite me to your house. How'd you do last week? Let me guess. I'm going to guess 2 podiums. 1 podium. Oh, only 1 podium. Poor Sean. By the way, has Pranksy been like copying your lineup, Sean? What's really funny is that he's like second. He's like behind you on like 2 different leaderboards. So like, look at this. All-Star Rare Pro. He's right behind you. I guess you haven't got the same line, to be fair, but he's right behind you in All-Star Rare Pro. And then in Captain 40 Unique, he's also in second place, right behind you. It's quite funny. Pranksy's a lot better than he was when he started. I think he's just learning as well. It's really hard to suck when you have this gallery. That's the thing. That's like the tough thing. It's really hard to suck when you have a gallery like his. He is getting better. He needs to get out of this habit though. One thing I've noticed about him is that he always goes for unique goalkeepers. Like he focuses unique and super rare goalkeepers all the time. That's not a terrible team. I just don't think Wiley and Lennon are going to do really well. But like that makes a lot of sense. He is getting a lot better. What's up, Robbie? How you doing, mate? You can be Heber or Haber from Union Berlin. Yeah, literally. There used to be just a guy called what was his name? There used to be a guy just called Haber. He used to be a Canadian. I forget his name. He used to be a Canadian in the League 2 or something like that. No one's accepting your offers for Neto. What are you offering them? Why Neto? I guess he'd be a decent Cap 240 goalkeeper, actually. We have some more of this Thai curry. Just put 8.5. I'd probably do 0.8 if he met me in the middle. If he met me in the middle, I'd probably do 0.8. I feel like this guy wants ETH if he's listing it up though. But yeah, I was thinking about changing the title as well, but because I'm not necessarily trading, I'm just buying and selling cards. I guess that is technically trading. You're offering them Juan Larios and ETH because he had an injury all last season. That's why. Yeah, Ivan Ushek to Feyenoord's very interesting. I feel like Tony Watt is going to get a nice bit of profit there. I feel like Ivan Ushek at Feyenoord will cook. And he's starting to go up already. Tony Watt bought one a while ago. And I feel like he'll get a decent profit on it. What have you got in so far from Galatasaray? Is it just Muslera? Muslera, Icardi, and Kerem Aktürkoğlu. This guy's just for the collection bonus. He's not. He obviously he doesn't play, so I have like full stack pretty much. I have a couple of like full stacks. Then you got an Icardi Super already. Yeah, I picked him up the other day. I have like a couple of like not full stacks, but like pretty much. So I've like so. We have the Twente boys, who I'm thinking like I'm in two minds at the moment whether or not I should potentially. Well, I kind of want to wait till this season, but like I don't think I'll go full stack with these. But here's my thesis, right? Or my like problem. So I have a Desart Super Rare, right? If we just get rid of the limiteds for now, I have a Desart Super Rare. Obviously, I've been eyeing up Kuipers. Kuipers, I think, is at an insane premium right now, but it would make sense to have this kind of like Twente and Ghent like partnership. But similarly, right? I already have, in terms of forwards, I have Visa Van Croy, Mauro Icardi, Tiquinho Suarez, and Joseph Pansil in that forward category. I wonder if Vito goes to Ajax, and now that would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome. Do you know what, though? I'd sell. I would sell in the hype. I would sell. Why do you think that's a bad idea? Vito does really well because he's a big fish in a small pond right now. You want to buy? Are you about to say Henyen or I forget the other guy? Because I was about to say it might make more sense going and picking a Genk midfielder because I have Pansil and thingy. Go by Berghaus. You know, I tried to do a trade with Pavel for him, actually, recently. The only thing is, though, I don't want his super rare. If you're suggesting a super rare, right? I don't think his super rare would be a, you know. I think the suspension's only 3 games, yeah. I do think Berghaus will ball. I did try and do a trade with Pavel for him. I did try and get him off Pavel, but Pavel rejected my offer. I do like the idea of him, to be fair, and I could do with some more depth in challenges, so I might pick up his rare card. But yeah, so I feel like what would make sense here is potentially picking up Genk midfielder. The only issue is that Henyen and Hryovsky, I think they're called, to me aren't like that upper tier. I don't know. Like, I feel like it would make sense because I have Pansil, McKenzie, and thingy. I'd buy Henyen or Heinen, sorry. I just like. I don't think he's that amazing. He's linked to a move to Lazio. Oh, that's annoying. So I'm just trying to eat this curry before it goes cold, chat. Sorry. Desart would be fine outside. Yeah, I mean, Desart is probably first choice, right? And then whoever we go with. Because I do, obviously we have Tiquinho Suarez until late. And then we have like 3 different options after Tiquinho Suarez. That's a good team, everyone stays. Well, yeah, so the idea is, or the plan is that, and then that, and then let's pretend that I have Angelino. He goes into that team, right? That plus Angelino, and then whoever I'm going to get as my extra as well. And then I'll have like rotation pieces too. And I'll swap those between Challenger and All-Star depending on the matchup. I think the only lineup killer there is Panseal, but hopefully he can carry on form from last season. Well, from watching Panseal, even when Big Paul left, it's not like Panseal went to shit, you know? Panseal didn't end the season horrendously. Like, this is the thing. He went on that insane form, and he was never going to keep that insane form up, but he's always one where, with a good matchup, you can actually rely on him. Look like midfielder, super rare depth would be good for you right now. That's literally like, that's my thought process right now. I could do with another midfielder. And I would love to sell Vito and get a different forward as well. Yeah, Panseal was reliable in my opinion. Any game that Genk won, most of the time, Panseal did something. Like he was, and I think as well with Orakadar and the other guy that they brought in, I feel like they'll get a bit better next season too. If Panseal stays and you don't want him, I'll buy it later. 5 ETH. Do you want to see an insane trade, by the way? And in like Tofton smashed it with this. Look at that. Yeah, Federa is the guy I was trying to think of. Look at that deal from Tofton. I can't believe that. Why do I never get these fucking deals, man? I'd be shocked if he could, if he didn't have offers of 1.4 for Kuipers alone. Get noise, man. But yeah, so in terms of midfielder challenger depth, I do feel like I need a little bit of depth in midfield. My only thing that I do keep forgetting is that I do have, for example, Joao Paulo and Tiquinho Suarez and Danny Parejo as well, who, depending on my my All-Star Rare Pro lineup, which is priority for my best super rares outside of it, like Galatasaray. So for example, like Kim Min Jae, Danny Parejo, Tiquinho, Joao Paulo, and so on and so forth will obviously take priority, and Vito, and that would take priority, right? What about Hermans? I don't even know who that is. Is that bad? This guy from Mechelen. Jesus Christ, this guy's pretty good. He's not a bad, like, cheaper option. I like Sato, but I don't think Vito stays. I don't know, I'm concerned. I do like Sato, though. I did look at him. I tried to buy him last season and then didn't get any bites. But, like, I think there are going to be game weeks, for example, like, where I end up paying Joao Paulo into, like, All-Star Super Rare, right? Where I play him into All-Star Super Rare because, for example, Karem and Icardi are going to absolutely smash their opponents, but there's no guarantee of a clean sheet. And so there'll be the game weeks where I play this guy and probably Tiquinho Suarez into All-Star Super Rare, and then I play like Karem and Icardi into All-Star Rare Pro and stuff like that. So there's that too. Scoofs or Shoofs. Rob Shoofs is better and just signed a new contract. That seems pretty good. My only concern with this card, bar this Gents game, is his downside is like, basically it's a decisive or it's 50 points. My only concern, you know. I guess that being said, it's the same with Joffrey Hermans, isn't it? There's no 60 plus AA games here either. Do you think it's better to concentrate on Champion and Challenger over All-Star at limited level? No. I think All-Star pays at ETH to, like, top whatever, you know? I prefer Shoes to Hermans. Navas to Fenerbahce. Keylor Navas. Cheeky little. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I prefer Shoots to thingy. Interesting. That 100 at last ditch of the season, like, that definitely is going to make people think twice about selling him. Vanaken, like, so I said to Shum, right? And when I say this, I want you to like bear with me before I finish and let me finish explaining, right? So part of my strategy is to win. Okay, everyone wants to win. Vanaken is a kind of card that I intend on buying, and in my plan will be a purchase, a super rare Vanaken, not necessarily exactly Vanaken, but a top tier super rare, or a mid to decent level unique is in my plans around November, December time. I'm hoping to, like, the idea is I want to win super rares this year to bolster the gallery with super rares, and then with the odd one that I don't want or someone I can sell, build funds to potentially buy either that top tier super rare or a mid to decent level unique in a few months. It's obviously going to take time, right? But it's easier said than done, right? If I don't win shit, I don't win shit. I feel like the teams we have, I'm just going to put in like a couple of random players just for the sake of like filling the gaps, right? We'll put limiteds in just to fill the gaps. I feel like some of the teams that we've built and the depth that we have now in super rare, I think it makes sense that I do believe we can bring in, I reckon, a super rare reward every other week. Like every other odd number game week, I'd be gutted if by November I hadn't won at least 10 super rares. And I think that based on matchups and things like that, it's 100% a possibility. I'm not saying tier 1 super rares or tier 2 super rares. I'm talking about like tier 4 and tier 3 super rares still have value, especially into a gallery like mine, because not only like I'm not focusing super rare, it's becoming a focus in my gallery, but I'm still going to have strong rare teams, and I still intend on having strong rare teams, right? I've got a few offers out and a few bids out and things like that on some strong rare cards to boost my depth in gallery as well. You got a super strong rare team, have 0.7 in the wallet, want to push into super rare, but I think I'll wait a few rewards. I think so as well. How many super rare goalkeepers do you have? At the moment, 3. Flecken is a dependent at the moment, and to be honest, I'm leaning towards keeping Flecken and playing a cap 240 super rare team, because I think rewards, like if you're able to win those tier 4 and tier 5 and tier 3 sort of super rare rewards, like cap 240 is one of the best places to play those cards. And I think that having a Flecken who, as long as he starts, will have games where he concedes a lot of goals, but obviously will keep clean sheets against like your Lutons and stuff as well. I feel like he could be a really good player for cap 240 alongside some other options that we have in the gallery, like maybe some tier 4 and tier 3 super rares that we win along the way, you know? I'd go 5 semi-pro teams with a low budget, to be honest, no brain. I think you'll make more profit than having one cap 240 team. Personally. Unless you are really confident you'll win multiple thresholds over a 5 or 6 week period, I think you'll do better in semi-pro. People do win decent rewards in Cup 240 Super Rare as well. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, I think we could definitely put out 3 Super Rare lineups. I've got a Zenit stack, Benfica stack, did have an Ajax stack, got pieces with the news today, also Messi, Griezmann options as well. Well, what I like to do, someone recommended Tornstra as well. Tornstra is good, but like I've got so many 30-something-year-old players now. Like Tornstra is a decent option, to be fair, and he does get really good AA in a lot of games. I do like this card a lot in terms of like his potential, but I don't know. I got a lot of 30-something-year-olds now. He could be a good one for cap modes, maybe. He's one where like when I pick up my Galatasaray defender and when I pick up like 1 or 2 more depth pieces, then we'll potentially look at like a Tornstra, for example, maybe, you know. What was I just about to look at? Oh yeah, what I like to do is I like to look at what my potential lineups could look like in the future. And I guess like the annoying thing is we don't have the Galatasaray. We don't have the Galatasaray fixture list yet. Is this broken? I think it might be broken. I think lineup builder's broke. Yeah, lineup builder broke. I have Shuf super rare. He's one that I'm potentially thinking about. Yeah. This guy. It's working for me. What gaming you want? 390. Like I have super rares that are available to play. Oh, I think I know what I have to do. Hang on. I think I have to log out and re-log back in because I changed my name. Give me 2 seconds, boys. Let me quickly log out and log back into Sorare data. I changed my name on it, so I need to quickly log out and log back in. I think. It's always a bit funny when you change your name and stuff like that. Yeah, I have Tiquinho Suarez playing in that game week though. That's why I like it, but he wasn't showing up. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure it's because I changed my name. When you change your name, you have to log out and log back in. Yeah, it's working now. I was right. Look, there you go, it's working. I got rid of the no trades part of my name. Just because, like, I just think it's silly. I do, like, I don't it's not amazing getting, like, trades that you just don't want to do, but yeah. Alright. This is a game week where we have a decent amount. I mean, we have MLS playing this game week as well. So this is actually a really good example game week to use. So, example game week, we obviously don't know what's going to happen with the Galatasaray players. Yeah, we don't know who they're going to be playing on this game week, right? But a good example game week here, if we were playing All-Star Super Rare, Twente have got a great matchup. Sorry, chat. Twente have got a great matchup. Danny Parejo's got a great matchup as well. In fact, I'll save Danny Parejo. Vito plays against NEC away, or Genk play at home to Mechelen, who I think is a good matchup for Genk, right? So maybe we'd run something like that in All-Star Super Rare, right? And I don't know, for all intents and purposes, captain to start, right? All-Star Rare Pro, we'll be running something like, and this is what I mean by like the depth and stuff as well. We have a lot, like we have quite a lot now in terms of depth as well. I obviously need to build up a little bit more. I've still got things to put in, but who would I play in this lineup? Probably Messi, I think. I'd probably run Messi and Super Rare Danny Parejo in this lineup. I feel like that's probably my stronger lineup. Depending on how Messi does in the MLS, of course, as well. We'd run... Challenger would be the do I have a Sorare data code? No, I don't. I should get one, though, shouldn't I? I should get one. But then obviously with pieces I have left over, we could potentially build something in Cap 240 as well, right? That's why I'm thinking about keeping Flecken on. For the potential to build even like a third Super Rare lineup, which would just be for Threshold, but you never know, right? So yeah, that's what I mean. And then in terms of like depth, so I have a few more cards coming in. But we're gonna have a good amount of depth pieces, I think, which is gonna be really nice. And I think running something like this, I know Tadic's going to Besiktas or someone like that, but let's say that running something like that wouldn't be a terrible lineup. And that's why I want to win Super Rare rewards for Challenger as well, you know? So I can run Challengers, I can run other areas. I don't know. Thoughts on Lucas Friedrichs playing midfielder as a striker? Friedrichs. What budget MLS limited player would you recommend for semi-pro? What is your budget? I really like João Paulo this year. I just think he's really consistent. I need to change all my settings again. Fuck. I don't know what details are going to show. Let me quickly change all my settings. One sec. There we go. Sorry, is the eating that bad? Sorry. I don't even know. I'll leave it then. Apologies, I didn't know the eating was that bad. My apologies. I need to change my microphone thing anyway. My mic, this Go XLR thing is just shit. Do I think MLS clubs? Like I was listening to Bunny eat a bunch of leaves. Really? Fuck's sake. That's ASMR, dude. Get with the fucking project. We call that ASMR. I know what the goalkeeper is at Fenerbahce. Why is Bendy in the doghouse? Don't know. That apparently they're signing cheeky little Keylor Navas. This news just came out recently. Cheeky little Keylor Navas apparently is getting signed. So yeah, I'm just waiting to hear back from that guy for Angelino as well. The more ETH I can save on the Angelino deal is the more ETH I can put towards someone else. So we'll look at Shoofs, weren't we? I mean, Shoofs would be a good depth piece, to be fair. In an ideal scenario, I don't want to pay a huge amount for this card, though. Like, when was the last auction? 20 days ago. Before that, it was 3 months ago. Probably no auctions for a while then. Like, is this what? Like, to me, I don't think this card's worth much more than 0.4. I don't think this card's worth. Yeah, I would say to my gallery, this is probably a 0.4 card. I don't think I'd pay more than 0.4 for a super rare. Just on the basis that, I mean, he looks really good, right? But like, you think 0.38? Yeah, I mean, if someone lists it up for that, like, I'll consider it. But I just think, like, I don't need. This is the thing. To be honest, like, I like the Tornstra shout because with Tornstra, this guy is quite flexible in the sense that I can also play this card in like Capty 40 as well. I mean, same with Shoofs, to be fair, for now. I don't need an expensive third thing. How much ETH do you have at the moment? I think, like, so I have a couple more players to sell. What hang on, what am I looking at? There you go. I have a couple of players to sell. I have probably about 1.5 ETH. I have about 1.5 ETH, and yeah, I think Tornstra is definitely a card I'm interested in as like a super rare depth piece. What I would do if I picked up a super rare Tornstra is I would also look at maybe a 1 or 2 Utrecht players around him. What am I missing? So I need a super rare Galatasaray defender. I don't know if I want to do a 5-man Galatasaray stack, and if I do, like, I think Demirbay might be the shout. I'll show you. I was building it out into my thingy. So the limiteds are in place of players I don't have yet. So Ramos is effectively Angelino, and then Bruno Fernandes is whoever we get as the last piece to the puzzle. I don't know if because apparently Demirbay's linked with it, like heavily linked. I don't know if he's going to move or not, but the dual citizenship thing is massive, right? Get Nelson for a Galatasaray super rare. All I've heard is that he's leaving. From so many sources that apparently he's leaving, so I don't know. I don't think he's one that I'm looking at the moment. Angelino and Angelino, if I can strike a deal with this guy, and then whoever my extra will be, right? Like, I might even wait till the start of the season and see who's performing well. If I do that, I've also got a couple of cards to sell too, and then it's kind of just like with whatever ETH I have left. So I would like to pick up an Onana, but I think I'm gonna have to deposit to pick up Onana. That one is like, yeah, that one's an interesting one. I think I'll probably have to deposit. My issue is that I'm also struggling in the sense that there's only so many divisions that I can play. I wonder if 5-man stack did a good fixture. You put 4 in together, another big hit. That usually works for me. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, to be fair. So there's only so many divisions you can play. And if I was to pick up Onana, for example, right? Then we have Onana, Neuer. Whoever else we have in terms of, if I get Lisandro Martinez and another rare, for example. Then we also have the buy-in boys. I don't know if I even pick up Onana. Don't know if I need to. I feel like most of the time my buy-in stack will be played in All-Star Rare Pro anyway. You know? And then after that, it's just cards that I want to buy, essentially. Like fun shit I want to pick up. And depth. Like, I like Tornstra because I feel like Tornstra could be a good depth piece. I would have to do a bit of research into Utrecht as well and see if there's any other pieces I could pick up, like maybe a rare Duvakas, if he's an option. I don't know, because he was a good scorer last year in terms of like good goal scorer or something like that, you know. But I think for like 0.2, these kind of like pieces where I can kind of interchange them into Challenger or into like Cap 240 as well, you know. That's probably like the last thing on my list. It's kind of annoying though. I kind of need Europe to come back. I kind of want to pick up the cards I need to buy and then look into a lineup builder. If the Galatasaray lineups could get put out, that would make my life a lot easier. The Galatasaray lineups being put onto Sorare data when they're finally put on would make my life a lot easier. So I can visualize it because I'm a very visual kind of person. Azarkan is a good rare option. Azarkan. Ooh, this guy's not bad. Yeah, I can definitely see him being someone that we look at. That guy's 21 years old. He looks older than me. He literally looks older than me. The fuck? How is that guy 21? I don't get it. So yeah, I don't know. At the moment, Angelino, and then maybe one more super rare. Look at his height. How tall is he? Haha, 5'7". Sorry. Any short kings in the chat? We love you. So yeah, I don't know. Would also like to hopefully win something this weekend. That'd be really nice. You know? Feel like my freaking lineups are pretty good this weekend. So if I can win a reward or two, that'd be great. Look at Sommers from Bruges. I do like the Tornstra shout. I mean, yeah, he's a beast, isn't he? To be fair. I don't need another forward, though. If I sell Van Croy, he might be someone to look at. I like the Tornstra shout, though. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But right now, getting the Angelino deal over the line, and then... Oh, God, why is Greenwood trending? Whatever. Yeah. So, I don't know, really. Maliesten's good. He is, but he's also like... This is the thing. Vitesse had a really good run of form towards the back end of last season. But they also had some really good matchups too, right? Like Excelsior, Camber, Groningen, NEC, Go Ahead Eagles, like even games like Valvik and whatnot. You look at these like scores, they're against like an easy run of form. I don't know if we get those kind of scores from him next season. You know? I feel like Vitesse were a team that if you had them towards the back end of last season, GG, you got the best out of them. I don't expect Witek to maintain an 80 average score next season, especially with some of the games they have, like PSV, AZ, Twente, Sparta, like, you know what I mean? Witek's a decent player though. Witek's not bad, but is he leaving to Bochum anyway, Fairs? You know what I mean? So yeah. I don't think I am interested in any Vitesse players, but Room is an interesting one. Eloy Room is a very interesting one because he's going to have what's his L15? It's completely zero, isn't it? Like complete zero L15. He could be a good one for the cap modes. A 0.18, like I don't think he's a bad one for like 290 quid or something. Foremost Mendy is linked to Nice. He's a baller, isn't he? GG on the block, buddy. Ailing is one that I'm interested in. I wonder if Ailing does well in the championship. I would expect him to do okay. He actually had a few decent games in the Prem. Could be class next to Tebow. Friedrichs looks good, actually. Friedrichs. Sorry, I have to look at it, don't I? I didn't look at it before. So he's a midfielder playing up top. That's not bad. Wow, 5. Why? 21 duels lost. Are you taking the piss? 21. Jesus Christ, man. Oh. Yeah, I think it's decent scores. Austrian League is one that I don't really like. I've been burnt by the Austrian League a little bit. So yeah, I'm not hugely interested. Sinistera will absolutely ball out in the championship, I agree. He is one that I think will do really well. It's a shame that he's aged out now, though. I remember when I first got into Sorare, like, he was one of the dons. I remember, I think Chani bought a rare Sinistera back when, like, he was absolutely balling out. I was so jealous of that card. It was so nice. That's like, he was so good back at Feyenoord, bro. I mean, Feyenoord back then were just ridiculous. Malasia, Senisi. I mean, they're still ridiculous now, but like, they were so good back then as well. I mean, look at this run of form. Imagine you had Feyenoord players back here. This is when it was bugged, wasn't it? Oh, actually, I just clicked on that one. Like, imagine having a Feyenoord stack here. That's what I think Chani will get. I think Chani will get these kind of scores. Maybe even a bit better for some players with his Feyenoord stack. I think they have better SO5 players now than they did before as well. Damn, dude. Feyenoord with the team. Malasia back then was crazy. Haps, dude. Haps plays in the yeah, Serie B now, doesn't he? It's quite funny. He's actually pretty good for the first few games. Genoa. They actually were alright to have a team of last year. I think it'll be a year of Benfica stacks again, to be honest, with Di Maria and Kochu. Potentially. They've just signed a guy called Bento, right? This goalkeeper. Or they're signing him. I mean, the hope is that this guy doesn't get minted. Like, there is a world in where Benfica signed this guy, but they don't sign him in time for whenever Sorare mint them, and we don't get the Bento card for a little while, which would nullify a lot of Benfica stacks. Not to mention they've also signed they've also done this guy, Jurasek, right? Who, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't get. Like, Smal was right there, you know. Replacement and backup. Do you think Odyssey stays another year? Like, I don't know much about this guy, but if he's the Grimaldo, I don't think he's gonna get those Grimaldo scores. I don't think people realize Grimaldo's actually a really good player and why he scored those kind of scores. I don't think anyone that playing at left back gets the same scores as Grimaldo just because they're the left back in that team. Oh, Ladino messaged me. All right, boys. The old man unfortunately has summoned me, so I do have to call it a day. I've got to go do a recording session with the boy, with Ladino. Thank you all for chilling and watching in today's stream. Sorry it was only a short one. I could do an evening one tonight as well. If we don't get deals over the line and we're still doing some stuff, maybe an evening one. So yeah, appreciate you guys chilling and watching though. Thank you very much. I don't think Lad will be live, no, it'll just be a video. But I appreciate you guys chilling, and I will see you guys in either an evening stream tonight or it'll be tomorrow evening, because tomorrow I've got a friendly game. I'm excited. I'm joining a brand new 11-a-side team. I've got first friendly tomorrow, so I'm excited for that, and that's about 1 p.m, so I won't be doing a stream tomorrow until maybe later on, and then if not, then Sunday. All right, take care of yourselves, much love. All right, get some good deals, win some rewards. I'll see you guys soon. Take care of yourselves.